Hello, welcome to Screen Source, your film and television news reviews and trailer television show. How are all of you?
I'm doing good.
You're doing good? That's
Excellent.
good. Awesome.
I'm hungover.
Sweet.
How are you?
You're hungover. That's perfect.
All right.
I'm good. I'm still on a little bit of a high. I did a show last night, a stand-up show, and it went really well, I think.
I think it did
Yes?
too.
I was really excited to almost see it.
Yeah. Thank you for almost seeing my show.
Like, you know what? You came
I came
for him, and
Yeah.
then you just.
That's all that matters. You were there in my heart.
It was
Yeah.
just I was literally just like, oh, my friend's gonna die if I stay here any longer because he's allergic to cats, and that house is covered in cats.
Yep.
And terrible ventilation.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah, the
cat hair.
was all over everything. So yeah.
Where was this?
Greg Jomek's house.
Yes, the
Yeah.
comedy basement.
The
Yeah.
The
comedy
best
basement's
basement.
awesome. You're going to get into that mic, pull it towards you, maybe. Let's just jump into the trailer for the first Purge, which comes out on July 4th, and then we
Yes.
can get to know each other. I think a little bit better afterwards.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Let's find a purging of our own.
Announcing the commencement of the first Purge.
Tonight allows people a release for all the hatred and violence that they keep up inside them.
Is that Kevin Bacon?
No, it's Ethan Hawking. Ethan Hawke.
Thank you.
It's the gaunt face.
Yeah.
Citizens, this will be a tradition we celebrate every year. Join the first Purge.
Isaiah, come say bye.
What do you think, sis?
Always.
I'll see you tonight.
People are now calling this controversial experiment of legalized crime the Purge.
Do not purge!
You and Isaiah, just stay with me during the purge.
Oh, we're gonna be fine on our own.
We are here with Dr. May Up.
Yeah.
She came up with
That
this
turns out well.
experiment. Is the purge a political device?
It is a psychological one. If we want to save our country, we must release all our anger in one night.
Tonight, we'll see the good and evil in everyone.
This is your
That mask is gnarly.
Seriously, they have so many weird masks.
announcement of the first Purge.
Our neighborhood is under siege from a government who doesn't give a shit about any of us.
That was the woman from Dexter.
Yeah, I know.
Murder will be legal for 12 hours.
There's a lot of good
Marissa
people out
Tomei,
here
huh?
who we're gonna have to protect.
All emergency
Got a lot of big names in here.
services will be suspended.
We gotta be prepared for anything.
Your government thanks you for your participation.
Parties, you predicted a much higher level of participation.
Human nature does not obey the laws of
That
politics.
looks like a wig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They all ex-military. Something funky going down, dude.
You're sending soldiers into the island disguised as citizens.
This country needs for this to work.
No one's coming to help us. After tonight, nothing will ever be the same again.
They forgot about one thing. They forgot about us.
What have I done?
Stay strong. I'm coming.
They really love snare traps.
Just remember all the good the Purge does.
All right. Well, that reminded me of the other Purges.
Yeah, exactly like the other purges.
Pretty much the same.
Are the
All right.
Purges like the new Saw series, or like is that
They,
kind of?
they ended
Feels
up
like
kind of
it.
being that way.
Okay,
yeah, because
yes.
like this is one of the series that got better as it went. You
Okay.
don't expect it to be good, but it, like slowly you're just like, all right, I'll watch it.
Hmm.
Guilty pleasure. Okay, I kind of like it. Like,
This is the fourth one.
this is the fourth one now.
The fourth Purge movie. Okay. What happened in the last one? Do we remember?
It was very political the same way. I think there was a woman in Congress, and she was targeted. Her family was all killed in a purge many years ago.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So she was trying to abolish the purge, and I guess then they were targeting her, and then like they had all the security to protect her, and then apparently all the security was like in cahoots to kill her, so it was a whole ordeal. And then I fell asleep at that point.
Sounds like a good time.
Sounds like a
But
swell.
It's you can make it a drinking game with like how many
Yeah.
people get snared, how many people get like a machete. It's always a machete death.
Okay.
And how many times
Yeah.
there's a scene where there's guns everywhere, but no one dies.
No-
There's
okay.
just shots all around people.
Or a
They're all bad
creepy-
shots.
Like a creepy girl.
Yeah, one creepy little girl running away somewhere, and then 2 seconds later, you're like an army of awesome, crazy masks.
Okay, so the masks are for protecting your identity, right? You don't want
Right.
people to know that you're the one killing people.
Yeah, you don't want revenge. You
Got
want
it.
someone to go back to a revenge killing.
Okay.
And that's what happened in the second one.
Got it.
The second one's all about getting a revenge kill because the guy is looking for the dudes who killed his kid.
Got it.
Yeah, and then the
There's
first
also,
one's
like
about
a scare factor too.
yeah.
Mm.
Gotta raise those serotonin levels, man. Is that right? Not serotonin?
Not
Wait, no.
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline? That's the one. I'm
Something like
fall
that.
asleep or have energy. I can't decide.
Raise the man juice levels. I think that's what they call it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely adrenaline.
So is this a watch? Are you guys going to be watching this?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot of apprehension I'm seeing in the
I don't
faces.
know.
I just, I
on
don't
Netflix.
think. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think
I'll wait when
maybe
it's
if
out of
I'm
theaters.
bored.
Yeah.
I think I could watch this in bits, like on the toilet on my phone.
Yeah,
Just like probably in like
Or,
10
like,
sittings.
shoot
I'll get
it.
this
Why
done.
not?
You just
know,
need
like,
some fear
oh,
shitting
why
and you'll
not?
be fine.
Yeah, fear shit. That's
If
what it
it's
is.
Halloween, July 4th. If I have nothing better to do on July 4th, which I kind of guarantee most of us will have a lot of better things to do.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, is that like an important day for no?
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I knew there was something going on that day.
That's the only thing that really matters that day. I
Okay.
mean, everyone celebrates it. That's the cool thing.
Sweet. All right. Everybody's
Barbecue.
It's all for Bon.
It's all for me.
It's all for Bon and the purge. Yeah, I'll be doing my toilet purge on that day.
Yeah,
well, no, that's in theaters, so the purge comes later. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not entirely sure that I will watch this.
It's most likely a skip.
Yes. If I'm being honest with myself and you guys.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Like down the line when it gets
Yeah.
closer.
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, let's move on with the rest of the
Yeah.
show. What's going on this week? So there's a lot in news, film and television news.
There is.
I will go first. The kind of like only original news here, I believe. Jovovich, I believe is how you pronounce her name. That has taken 10 years to
Jovovich.
figure that out. Jovovich? Jovovich.
Yes.
When I used to hate her, I used to call her ho-ho bitch.
Yeah, Jessica's not her biggest fan.
But you know what? I like her now.
What did you watch her in that? Now you
I
were.
grew up. I changed my tune.
Why did you hate her?
I can't explain it. I have no explanation for it.
I get it.
Just
That's understandable, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Zoe Deschanel.
Nana Deschanel fan.
see, I like her,
Not a
but
fan.
you know what though? I get it. Sometimes you just don't
Yep.
like someone.
I get it. Who's the guy that I
You
hate,
just
Jess? I can't even remember his name. That's how much I hate him.
Ray Liotta.
I hate Ray Liotta.
Ray
That guy's a
Liotta.
bad person.
Even,
Just look at. Do you hate an actor for no reason?
I can't say.
Okay, it's because you're probably the only good person at this table.
It's someone popular, isn't it?
That's right.
Someone that everyone
No, because
loves.
I can't think about it. There's too many actors in my
Yeah.
head. Like my job was to take care of actors
Oh,
for
I
a while.
can't
So
say-
in my head, I'm like, I literally
Yeah.
can't say.
So
Anyways, to get on with this, Jovovich and Alfie Allen. You may know him from Game of Thrones.
Or his much more entertaining sister, who makes great music.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
Well, I feel like everybody that is connected to Game of Thrones in some way, shape, or form is like a DJ or a musician of some sort.
And also, you have
Yeah.
to think about it too. It's like they only have so many actors in over there, so they're just like, yeah, European production. Everyone's in it.
Right.
Everyone who should be popular is in.
yep.
He's also from John Wick more recently. Anyway, no, that's not more recently, but he was on John Wick.
Partially.
Anyways, along with Emma Roberts, they were all working on Paradise Hill. To give you a little bit like the tagline of it, it's set in the near future. It follows Roberts, daughter of a wealthy family, who one day wakes up to find herself detained within a remote reform school for girls. So it is kind of nice to see
Battle
some.
Royale.
So yeah, is that what it sounds like
It
to you?
literally sounds like Battle Royale. to
Okay,
me. Like,
I'm okay with that. An American battle royale.
Or,
Sure.
Did they ever make an American version?
No,
it's called,
they knew better.
It's
They
called
did?
Hunger
No.
Games.
I guess
Oh,
they did.
yeah, I
yes,
guess they did. That's true.
Very-
or
very
like
good
the
point.
last young adult
It's a
series
knockoff,
for the last
but not
10
as
years.
good.
Like every
Yeah,
last one.
yeah. Well, everybody was following suit.
Oh.
That original movie though, the
Not the
Japanese one's
greatest.
crazy.
Yeah.
So that's my Jovovich news for the week. What else do we got going on, guys? Who wants to take?
I can take the next one.
Sure.
So,
What's going on, Jess?
So the Duffer Brothers
Mm-hmm.
and Stranger Things is being sued.
Think Duff. Oh.
And
What? Why?
they are being sued because sorry, I'm getting there.
But I love them because I see Stranger Things in the background.
Let's see, because they allegedly stole a plot of another show There is a filmmaker, his name is Charlie Kessler. He produced a short film in 2012 called Montauk, and he is alleging that he and his agents pitched the idea of turning it into a full series to the Duffer Brothers in April of 2014. And he said that they share a common, that short film, Montauk, shares a common plot with Stranger Things. And that is
camera switches
involving top secret government experiments. I guess they both involve that plot.
Yeah.
And so,
but it was in a city, right? It wasn't in like a small town. Well,
So,
they made
I mean,
a huge change there.
Yeah,
No, not really.
I mean, it wasn't really
Is
that
it?
big.
I mean, yeah. Like, is it in the same era too, or like how do you
There's not
control
a
that?
whole lot of explanation, but it says that he is seeking monetary compensation and destruction of all materials that were allegedly ripped off from his concept.
Oh,
That's
Why would they
everything.
do that?
That's
Like,
all
why?
of
Good luck
Stranger
with that.
Things.
Why
Yeah.
would they do that?
I highly doubt that'll happen.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
I
yeah.
first read that, I thought there's like this anime called Elfenlied.
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
it?
Really,
It's very similar to Stranger Things.
Is it?
Huh.
it's all about test experiments, man.
Yeah, on like these little girls, and then
Yeah.
like them thinking of like the owner of the corporation as their father figure,
Huh.
and then these like girls being like super powerful.
And having crazy, weird powers, and
Yes.
like it
I'm
just
under-
explores them.
I'm under the impression though that that's focused more on, because Stranger Things, it has that, but it's like almost the B story in some ways.
Yeah.
Even though like
Because
that's
the A story is really what
it's really
these
about those
aliens-
boys. Well, no, I feel like it's more about these like 5 boys and them dealing
Yeah.
with.
It's
Yeah.
it's like coming of an age story. It's
which,
really what it is.
Which
It's the
has been
main-
done so many times before. I think the problems that we're running into at this day and age with film and television is that, it's hard to create original content, and
Yeah.
I think that like
How's that
you
gonna be
have
possible?
to,
So you have
Like,
to steal it
you
from
don't have
somebody
to-
else
no,
at a
no, no,
party.
that's
It's
what I'm
just
saying.
everything
What I'm
feels like a
saying is
ripoff.
like you borrow things like ideas and
Sure.
you turn them, you make them your own.
That's that's what every great director
Right,
does. I mean,
that's
like,
what people do. But I feel like I think.
If this is true,
Yeah.
they are fucked.
Yeah,
that guy is
no
gonna get
kidding.
so much money.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
I'm gonna laugh my ass off because like there's no way he's getting that.
Yeah,
There's just no way. If
I
you
don't
release
know.
a short film and expect people to see it and be like, "Oh, that sounds like a really cool idea. Like I could see something happening with this."
Right.
Look, that's as normal as anything else.
I wonder if that short film is available for us to see.
I wonder
has to
too.
be.
'Cause that's pretty damning evidence.
But I don't
you
think
know,
it
that
ever
would hold
got
up in
made,
court. I feel.
because that's what this is saying, is that he pitched the idea of turning into. Oh, I guess you're right. So there is a
There's a
short
short film.
that
Yeah.
exists. It's just he pitched it to be a series.
Okay,
to them.
I see.
Yeah.
So that's the part that's a little like, ooh, he pitched it directly to them, and then they turned it into a full show.
Well,
and
apparently
didn't
that's a-
involve him in it.
not a
Apparently,
very
that's a
good
big
technique.
problem for like show writers and show creators, is that people pitch things all the time, and there's like legal problems with getting pitched to outside of the like legal streams of how you would normally.
There's just
pitch
no
things.
way. There's no way of like getting that complacency, especially when you're doing film or TV, because no matter what, your idea is probably going to be stolen. There's
Yeah.
not going to be a lot of choices,
Right.
And you just got to make sure it's good enough where you don't have to worry about it.
You got to
Right.
protect your writing.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Yeah.
look at all the knockoff movies that show up on Amazon or on like Netflix,
So
where, like,
many.
Sure,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot.
it's like Transform and Transform More, and like,
Transform more.
And it's just like
it's so weird.
it's like everything gets remade now, and like that new show on Netflix, Troy. There was a movie, Troy, and it's the exact same. I mean, obviously, it's the exact same plot, but it's getting really bad reviews.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's different though because it's historical, right?
Right,
Yeah.
and it's but I just think there's a way to do original content so you don't knock off somebody else's idea.
It sounds like you're already calling the Duffers liars.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't trust
know
those
what
two. Look at their eyes. Everybody look deep into those eyes.
They're
Those,
hot.
oh, okay. I was a little biased.
trust
I
them
got
because
distracted. I
they're
got
hot.
distracted by their suits. Those are good-looking
Yeah,
suits.
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
a good,
No.
solid, super dark blue and a good black suit.
Well,
I think it's possible.
Midnight Blue, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blue.
it's possible that they
I
stole
trust
it.
them more.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I mean,
yeah,
if
we'll
it's
see
possible.
what happens.
It's definitely possible. I hope it's not true, because that would really suck to have to.
I mean, I feel like
rid of
just the
Stranger
concept in
Things.
general is not that very fresh. We have Elfenlied, and we have a bunch of anime series that do it all the time.
Yeah.
We have a bunch of really old TV shows at this point. I think mostly in the thousands, like 2000s, early 2000s. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you just roll through those alone, you're like, yeah, I could totally see this happening all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, it makes me wonder like what holds up and what doesn't hold up
Yeah.
in court.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be attacking them because they're so successful.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
But they also got the money to defend it, so
Yeah.
They have Netflix money.
yeah.
They'll be
Which
okay.
I think they'll probably be fine.
Netflix
because
is
of
like Netflix is like their baby.
Yeah.
They have Netflix
Um,
lawyers. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
What else is going on, Bon?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Now it's on to mine.
Mm-hmm.
And totally now it's gonna be one of those Bill and Ted adventures after about talking about the third movie for number 3 going on now like since 2011.
Are you doing Bill's voice or Ted's? Or are they the same?
I just really went for like
The kind of-
partially surfer bro.
Okay,
And it's
yeah.
kind of like who they are.
All right. Yeah.
It just works for them.
I'm cool with that.
But yeah, since number 3 has been planned for the longest time, it's been one of these movies that people expected to come out forever ago, literally forever ago.
Yeah.
And now the original plot was supposed to be them trying to find the one song to save the world, and they haven't done it, so that's what the movie focuses on. But this new script apparently changes that up. There's a new development, good breakthrough. See here, the writers Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon pitched ideas to Reeves and Winter for a while, and now it says the film will follow on a prophetic words uttered by Bill and Ted's mentors Rufus, so George Carlin. So it's going to follow that adventure, and doesn't say how they're going to try and add that in right now because they're not really done with the script, but it's getting closer to being released, so that's really nice.
So this is how many years later? 15? This is a long.
that, I
Keanu's old now. He's John Wick.
Yeah, he's John Wick. He looks way too good.
I know.
Yeah.
I
He has to grow out his hair again.
I'm in love with him.
He's always been, and like the other writer or the not
other
Bill,
actor?
but Ted, the other actor, he's switched off to do things like Cartoon Network, and he's been a writer for the most part for the last few years. So it's really interesting to see him help and relaunch the series because they've been wanting to do it forever. They just never figured out the details.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in the next few years, another Bill and Ted, bro.
I haven't seen that since I was like 10 years old. I remember like my friends saying like, you gotta watch this. This is
It's
so
kind of a
much.
travesty that I've never seen it.
All I remember is that
Me
the
neither.
devil's in it,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
That's all I remember is that there's a devil.
Well, like the first one follows through with them going throughout history because they got a time machine.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's good stuff.
Yeah, good
Sounds
stuff.
good.
And then the second one goes through them like getting their fiance snatched away, and they're like, "Oh shit, let's go save them now."
Okay.
And they
That
go
sounds
through
good.
time doing that again. So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Are you thinking of Tenacious D?
Me? Is there devil in Tenacious
Yeah.
D movie? Is there no devil? Did I make that up?
I swear in every
It's been a little while since I've watched
I
it.
thought
There
that was
could
a
be.
funny movie, there's in
There's gotta be a
in
devil
Dogma. There's probably a devil.
God, I love Dogma.
Yeah, no, there is a devil. The devil is the singer. What's her name?
Yeah. I forget her name, but yeah.
Not Fiona Apple.
There's always a
can't
devil.
remember.
That's
Anyways.
good. Yeah.
She's a pro.
What else is going on, Maddie?
Well, with Indiana Jones, they're saying that the next one, they're getting tired of
The same old thing.
Harrison Ford, and so they're.
I mean, he's broken so many body parts at this point. Just getting a little too old for the role.
Hey, can we
Can't
cut
make
to
those
this
jumps
camera
anymore.
real quick? This is the devil, and that is Bill and Ted, I believe, with the devil. So I didn't make it up completely.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the bogus movie or I don't know, whatever. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
it's okay.
Bogus
Bogus
journey.
Journey.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't want to piss off everybody out there.
First one is the second one.
Yeah.
Got it.
Myself.
Okay, good. There's a devil. Anyways, you were saying.
Okay, so what Steven Spielberg is, what people think Steven Spielberg is going to do is in the next Indiana Jones, they're trying to do a woman lead.
Okay.
Just because in all of his past movies, like,
He gets
recently-
around. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if he had like 3 or 5 daughters out of like probably 90 women he slept with. And
I know, exactly.
Does he really have a lot of kids with a lot of women?
he's supposed to be very promiscuous. I mean, the first movie is literally him inside a lecture room and every girl fawning over him. Like every girl in that room is like, "Oh, hi, Indy."
Oh, you're talking about Indiana Jones.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Spielberg.
Oh, no, no.
we were all very. I don't know. I was
I was
confused. At least.
confused. Did you think he was talking about Spielberg
I
too?
I knew he was talking
Okay.
about Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
okay. I was going to say, like, damn, Spielberg.
I think people are getting on
I wouldn't be
his
surprised about that
case
either.
because in all of Steven Spielberg's movies, there's always like a powerful woman role, but
Yeah.
never the lead.
Yeah.
Like
that's
recently
true.
in Ready Player One, there was that.
Gosh, she was
big
so strong,
badass,
but- It's so cringy. The cringiest love story to be for a while.
Yeah, we did a whole review on that one.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we, I mean, are we ready for? I mean, who's gonna say no to this? Like,
What do you mean? Are we? Of course we're.
yeah.
We're ready for a woman.
Born ready.
We're ready for a woman Doctor Who too, but what?
No one's crying about it now. Like, it's out now, and people
Yeah.
are like, "Well, I'm still a fan. I'm going to watch the show."
Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
you
to
were
play
gonna do-
devil's advocate here, sorry to cut you off, but like, would it not make more sense to have like a new series?
What's the point? Why would you create a new IP when the original director still wants to make the same movies?
All right, I'm done being playing devil's advocate because you're right. I know. It was a hypothetical.
You know what
Sure.
it is though? A movie that just came out. Can anybody think of it?
Lara Croft.
About,
yeah.
Tomb Raider,
The boobs weren't pointy enough.
they weren't pointy enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
That
just
is a
did-
PlayStation 1 reference. Very cool. Yeah, there's like pictures of like the evolution of her boobs through time. Yes.
Yeah.
pointy, round, giant, normal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand this.
Yeah. Those are the games.
Angelina
Yeah.
probably had the pointier boobs in the first.
Yeah, I feel like she probably the outfit helped. It's a lot of
does.
latex there.
Yeah. I feel like if they get a really good actress to play this part, it'll be good. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they fucked up already with making his son really just
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. So get a daughter. I don't
Is
care. It's not gonna be Shia LaBeouf.
Shia out for the fifth movie? I think he is, but
Better not be in any. Yeah.
But they definitely
Or
said that
Shia.
he's coming back.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford, yes.
Well, this is going to be his last one, apparently.
But his last one, right?
Because
So
he's getting old.
He's getting real old.
He's got to be tired by
He'll
now.
be a grandpa.
God.
No,
They
he
brought
can
him
literally.
back in Blade Runner.
Oh, yeah, so true.
He was
Yeah.
still badass,
I
too.
know, he
He was like,
he was only in it for like the
so
last
bad.
like 35 minutes, though. I think, right?
Yeah.
Still, though, he was like
He was good.
shooting.
He was good.
And, like, he was
He was
awesome.
this grizzly
Just like,
old
this guy-
man who just wants to
this
drink
grandpa
scotch.
is like kicking ass right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if you could survive a
Damn.
plane crash, you could play at Indiana Jones on a movie.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's great because if they do this and they bring him back on as a grandpa, if they do another one and have him on as a grandpa, then they have the whole entire cycle complete. Because
Right? Because they had Sean Connery as his dad.
So
So they could do another kind of like movie similar to
oh man,
Last Crusade.
it'd be
That'd
really
be
fun.
fun.
Last Crusade was great, so that would be awesome.
Yeah, but Sean Connery was never like the main.
No.
Which
No?
means that like and for sure Harrison Ford's going to be the main character in the next one.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But he'll pass the torch.
It's a-
maybe
yeah.
maybe
It better be
literally
another
better
Crystal
form.
Skull
Yeah.
too.
literally,
Half
here's
the
the
crystal
torch.
skull.
Just take it. Just take it. Take it.
Do you guys have a favorite indie movie?
Oh,
Mine's number 2.
Yeah, mine is too. Everybody hates it though, but you know what? I don't care.
I don't know if they hate it, if they think, or if they think it's just the like the least best.
I mean, it's definitely cheesy, but come on,
It's
they're all
so
pretty
fun.
cheesy.
Gives it like
I love
not
that.
cheesy movies
wholesome
anymore.
charm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Spielberg
Yeah.
sprinkles is what I call
It
it.
does.
Spielberg sprinkles. Yeah,
Can you get those
Childlike wonder.
on the black
you
market?
can get them on the black market.
So it's, I mean, you can get them. If you live in California, you can get them everywhere.
Yeah.
He's spread all his sprinkles everywhere.
I low-key
Harrison Ford or Spielberg? I'm so confused. Damn it, bud.
Either or.
So, do you guys have a favorite, or we move on?
I liked number 2, but I
You like
also
the-
liked Crystal Skull because it was so ridiculous.
Hell yeah,
Oh
she
my
likes
gosh.
Crystal Skull. I got a
Get
big
out.
old Crystal
Get out.
Skull
You're off the show
poster.
now.
I love all like, terrible movies though.
Mm,
Oh, you're a
perfect.
terrible movie fan. Okay, okay.
Yes.
That explains it.
Makes
That
it all right.
sense.
You have a favorite?
Catwoman, that's some quality shit.
So much cringe. Extra cringe. Mine was the first one.
The first one? Yeah.
Yeah. It sets
Set
up
it all
everything.
off. Yeah, it really did. It was good. It was good. Cool. Let's move on. Let's move off of news then, and let's talk about coming soon now with Post Tomatoes, which always comes before.
Red Tomatoes?
God damn it! None of you, not even you.
Wait, I'm sorry.
All right. Now with Post Tomatoes, which always comes before
Pre-tomato.
Thank you. You're new. It's fine. Yeah. Pre-tomatoes. The idea here is that we talk about the new film or television that is coming out for that week. So this is last week's, and we assign what we believe their Rotten Tomato scores are going to be. So last week it was The Crossing, Blockers, and A Quiet Place. And so for The Crossing, we guessed it would be 72%. This is a new ABC TV show.
I mean, it's lost if it just naturally said, "Hey, you're dying."
Yeah, it kind of felt like Lost. The trailer did, at least.
Yeah.
And anyways, we thought it was gonna be 72, and the actual score was 67. So we weren't too far. I guess we guessed a little high.
I guess a little high.
Yeah, it's a
We gave it some
Democratic
hope.
vote, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Except we usually tell Bond to fuck off, and we never.
I know they
bring the score.
never allow me my actual, and I'm always usually really close. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah, you may have even said 72. I don't know. Blockers, the new film which whiskey decided shouldn't have the cock in it because it's more like vagina blockers.
Yeah,
should be
but
a
it should be a
cat.
cat.
Cat blockers. Yeah, pussy
They're
blockers.
all daughters.
Yeah, it's female.
But also
Yeah.
my logic to that was also like
You're blocking
really-
a cock
you're
from
blocking cock from getting to
to your daughter.
Yeah.
That's true.
I don't know.
guess.
I didn't
know.
see it, but that's what it looks like.
It's doing pretty well. I mean, I kind of want to see it.
Directed by a woman. I don't know her name, but it is actually nice to see like a woman directing comedy from like the female perspective
and sexual comedy because
yeah,
like,
and sexual comedy specifically. Yes,
it's very much like
we thought 84 and it was 83.
Yeah.
That's not
Really
bad.
fucking close.
Guys, we're
Yeah.
good. We're getting good at
We're
this.
getting really good at this.
And lastly, the movie I did see, A Quiet Place, we thought it was going to be a 99%. I may have forced you guys to go a little too high. It was 100% last week, and so I didn't know it was going to drop.
But it hadn't come out yet.
I know. But the critics thought it was 100% at least.
close.
Now it is at 97, and that makes sense because the more time
instant.
goes by,
only off by
on-
2 points. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still fucking fantastic.
Oh my god, so good.
I'm gonna watch it Tuesday. I think.
So
Do it.
Really,
Do yourself a favor.
Mhm.
All of yous.
Yeah,
All of
watch
you
it.
guys.
Everyone
All of
watch
you
it.
guys.
All of these
Go
guys.
watch it.
Yes.
Wonderful.
And so, what is coming out this week? Our next segment is coming soon now with Pre-Tomatoes, which always comes after.
Post tomatoes.
Thank you, Digi. Yeah, producers helping us out. You guys are so full of energy. Let's talk about the new things coming out this week. So, a couple of them are Truth or Dare from the producers of Happy Death Day, Get Out, and Get Out. I watched the trailer for this. When did it come on before? I think it came on before A Quiet Place.
It did. Yeah.
And it
watched it
looks
then.
it looks like cheesy fun. It reminds me of Happy Death Day, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It looks
if
exactly
you've
like
watched
Happy
both of those movies, and you definitely know what you're getting yourself into.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It looks more like Happy Death Day though than Get Out.
Yeah.
The way that the people, their clones or not clones, but
The
whatever
evil version of
evil
themselves or
versions
whatever.
of them have their like smiley faces and the big eyes.
Yeah, and it comes way
Oh
up.
my
It looks like
gosh.
a Snapchat filter.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of awesome. I really like how creepy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, so I'm definitely gonna check that out when I watch
Yeah.
it. Quiet
Guess
Place.
what else is coming out, Bond? A magic school bus. I don't think that's how the song went.
I have no idea what it goes.
This is not-
I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, it's more like a rap. Yeah.
It
So
was a rap. I literally can't rap.
They ride again, fall 2017. So this week, actually, we get to see Miss Frizzle.
All episodes fall 2017.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can binge
This-
it immediately.
In the
Oh, it's
normal
continuation.
Netflix fashion. Is it a continuation of the old story? I don't know. Was there even a there? It is. We're getting a nod. Yes.
It was actually a pilot special.
There was a
like
pilot
1 hour
special.
like
Pilot
recently.
special.
Okay.
Okay.
Like 3 or 4 months ago.
Got it.
Ah.
This series is based on.
How was the pilot?
Bad.
It was bad. Okay.
Real bad.
I believe it.
Okay.
Oh, sad.
I don't understand why it necessarily
Yes.
needs to be a continuation. I mean,
It
wasn't a show with a big story.
No, it was just
Basically,
lessons.
all the kids go up to the next grade. And
Ah.
Miss Frizzle's cousin is their teacher.
Miss Frizzle's cousin.
Oh.
Oh, Miss Dizzle. Dita the
Miss
Frizzle.
Frizzle.
Mrs. Faux Shizzle.
Drizzle, not
Yeah,
frizzle.
fake fizzle, fake faux shizzle. I love it. And she has her little iguana.
stupid.
I mean, like I don't know. Do you guys remember sitting in science class and
Yes.
your science teacher
Yeah.
making
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
watch this? It was fun.
I
It was
used to
fun.
watch it.
Science
Yeah, in my free
class.
time.
I like it.
Science class, I watched that every morning when I woke up.
Before science
Before
class.
school.
Before school.
Yes.
You're a nerd.
We all are.
Yeah. Extra nerd. Nerd power.
People are all doing
we're all nerds here. Let's not lie about
I
it.
feel
All
like
nerds.
a lot of they're trying to bring back a lot of stuff like from the late
nostalgia
80s,
time, man.
90s,
Yeah.
Oh, I went into Forever 21 and I was triggered. It said vintage 90s.
Oh!
I'm not vintage.
It's weird to think because
That's
everyone
bullshit.
says millennials on the news, and it's like these millennials. It's like all the millennials are now 22 to 27. So you're actually talking about Z generation?
There's an actual date attached to vintage wear. I believe it's 20 years. Is that right, Jess?
Yeah, and it's only been like
That's 20 years. That would be
Oh,
2000.
no.
Would be 98. 98.
I don't want to feel this
That's-
old yet.
yep.
Yeah.
I don't like. I don't
20.
understand it.
Yeah. That was 7 years ago. 90s were vintage.
Yep.
I think,
All right,
if I'm not mistaken.
We're getting
No.
off track here.
Anyways, speaking of
way off track
vintage,
here.
the reboot of Lost in Space, Netflix original series,
I got so excited for this.
is coming, and this was originally. What did we decide? It was from the 50s or
It was-
40s.
No,
It was old as
no,
hell.
no.
It's like
You just think
Searching
old
time.
is
I think everything is
Anything
1920s.
old.
The 1920s Lost in Space.
yeah.
it's probably the 60s.
The trailer didn't look too bad, I will say. Anyways, what we're going 65. That's what I said. I think
Yep, you said 40.
I said 65 on the
So
dot.
exact
Guys,
numbers.
Let's assign Rotten Tomato scores, or at least what we believe they are going to be
Okay.
for these upcoming film and television shows. So, what do we start with? Truth or Dare? Coolio? Yeah. All right. So, where are we headed?
Well,
I feel like it's not going to do well. I'm going to
No?
give it like 53.
I think around same range too.
Yeah, again, producers of Happy Death Day and Get Out had a very high Rotten Tomato
Yeah,
score,
but
and
Happy Death Day was-
had a decent Rotten Tomato score.
Did it?
From what I remember, yes.
Shit.
seems
That first
like
time.
a trashy movie, but
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you know it's a trashy
Okay,
movie, it
should we
gets
go
higher score
higher
'cause
than
it
50?
knows what it is.
I think higher than
60?
50. I'm gonna go like I don't know 70.
Okay. Wow.
I'm
Ooh.
thinking like in the 60s.
Yeah, I'm
thinking
thinking 67.
1965?
Or 68.
60.
68?
68.
68?
Are we okay with
That's a
that?
good point. That's a good
Okay,
point.
68. So tomatoed.
Okay.
The
Tomatoed.
Magic School Bus rides again.
A
How did the
1,000.
first one
What
do?
is Fashizzle, Miss
1,000.
Fashizzle gonna get, guys?
She's going to get...
It's gonna
She's Fashizzle going to
but Shizzle
get
Rizzle. She's
Yeah.
gonna be
12.
12? No, come
12%.
on.
12.
You're going
Damn,
for age
she
range
does
right
not
now. That's
like-
Math, guys. It's math.
It's just
Math.
yeah.
We're gonna be. I'm gonna think. I think a 78
Damn, that's high.
because it's for kids and parents are gonna love the fact that they have a child-friendly show. that
Okay.
has
Kids can
nostalgia.
learn something.
And-
Unlike
and are you
everything
are
else
you-
that's around nowadays.
Yeah.
Are we talking about like the critics who are parents?
Oh yeah, I guess this is all critic scores.
Yeah, these are
That's right.
critical scores. Yes.
No, I'm gonna go lower. Like I'm gonna go like 40.
40. You know what? I'm gonna agree with that.
Oh
I'm
man,
gonna agree with the 40.
42.
I'll accept it.
Okay.
42 or 40 also.
40 all.
You trying to ruin our
42.
score? 42? All right, we'll meet her in
Exactly
the middle.
40.
41.1. So tomatoed.
So tomatoed, extra tomatoed.
And Lost in Space.
Oh.
I'm assuming none of us has seen. I mean, this is from 65, so
Loved
this is
it.
pretty. Shut up.
You know what?
I've seen no Mystery Science Theater. Loved
Oh,
it.
did they?
I think they have Rift Tracks has a few of them. So yeah.
I feel like it's gonna do pretty well because it looks really pretty and it has a lot of pretty good actors in it. So I'm gonna give it like
I mean, Netflix has been having it like killing it.
70. I don't know. Maybe lower
going-
than that.
I'm going a little higher.
65.
I haven't seen the score. If there is a score, sometimes the scores will come out a little early. Maybe there's no general or critical consensus.
When does it come out?
But it comes out this week. I don't know what day it drops.
Okay,
I can
so I'm
check
gonna
that.
binge it.
But I did see some articles that said that it wasn't a good reboot. So I don't know. Let's find out the release date. This for
It was
the Lost
63.
in Space.
63 is what I'm going for.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Oh yeah, and then there was the '98.
The
Really bad
film.
movie.
Yeah, with Matthew Perry and a couple
Uh-huh.
other people.
Yeah,
That was something.
it had Gary Oldman in it.
How could you fuck up a movie with Gary Oldman?
I know. I liked it. I have to say, it was a bad movie. I will admit that, but I still liked it.
It's a great kids movie.
Yeah,
But it just like
I mean,
when you look back and
and
watch
I watched
it,
it
you're
when
like,
I was like
ooh.
probably preteen, probably
Yeah.
like 12, 13. and I enjoyed it.
I went for I think I watched it like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was
Yeah.
like, why do I own this?
You own
It's not. It's
I owned it,
bad.
yeah.
It's bad.
I have it on like
Friday, April 13th. And I am wrong about the score. I was wrong.
okay. So you're okay.
It's doing okay. It's
Your
doing
pre-ideals.
okay.
So we should go
Yes.
up.
We're going up.
Yes.
70.
You
I
guys
have
okay?
really high hopes for it because it looks really cool. It has this great sci-fi theme, and they have good actors on it. It has crisp, really crisp cinematics from the trailer. I really want to hope this is good,
Yeah.
because I'm gonna binge it. Immediately when this comes out, I'm gonna binge
Yeah.
it.
It looks really good.
But if you're saying you're wrong, what's this from? Okay.
What's from Rotten Tomatoes?
I'm gonna say 70. That's my final
All
answer.
right. Nobody else is putting in
70,
scores.
75.
All right.
I want to go a
70
little bit
75.
higher.
75?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with at least 75.
75. So tomatoed is just
Cool.
92 right now.
Holy
gosh.
Damn it.
And what else is coming out this
Well,
week?
good to go, guys.
We won't assign scores to this, but we have Beirut starring John Hamm and Rosamund Pike. Andre the Giant, a new HBO documentary. Yes, thank you. And Borg versus McEnroe, Gudnasen, LaBuffo, and Skarsgård. Skarsgård.
Yes.
The only one I know anything about is I watched the Andre the Giant trailer, and it looked really good.
He was a big, lovable guy
Yes.
who's just really racist. It's
Was he really racist?
really racist.
I didn't know
I
that.
wonder if Stellan Skarsgård is, what's his name?
Yes, they're
Skarsgård's
all
brother.
family.
Yeah.
They're the 3 brothers. Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. And then you have the
He's
father.
probably so attractive then.
That whole family's all attractive.
Yep.
Beirut,
Has
in
John Hamm.
1980s Beirut, Mason Skillis is a former U.S. diplomat who was called back into service to save a colleague from the group that is possibly responsible for his own family's death.
Oh, yeah.
And
it
it's
has born
doing
names
pretty
in it.
good right now, too, at least critically.
Well, I love me some John Hamm, and also
Yes.
I love
Hamm
Rosamund
and
Pike.
Pikes.
I think she's great too.
Yeah, I think it's funny to see John Hamm, his career going from
skyrocketing because of
just-
Mad Men.
Well,
yeah.
just what I mean is more so one genre to another. He's
Yeah.
always switching it up.
bouncing,
Yeah.
A
He can, 'cause
comedy
he
and then a
can.
serious one and then a comedy again. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he definitely
He has the
lives in
star
those two.
power to do
He-
it.
he has
and
the chops, guys. He has the chops.
And
He
he
can
has a
do anything he
long-standing
wants.
series that proves that he can do the whole range.
Yeah.
He has enough years, literally on screen, to be like, no, yeah, I could see him do the role.
And he had been talking to the producers of over at DC about potentially being Batman at one point too. That was only that was 6 months ago or something. But
a
look
while
at that
ago.
Batman beard. I think he could do it.
Oh, he could do
He's
it.
a grizzly Bruce,
oh my
man.
God.
He could
He'd
do
be a
it.
good Batman, I think.
Prove us wrong. From the writers of Bourne Trilogy. I didn't see that on the poster.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I will maybe leave Andre the Giant on in the background.
Not watching any of them.
Yeah,
No,
the
no,
only one I'm
probably
going to
not.
watch is Beirut. That's it. I don't know. I mean, maybe if Borg versus McEnroe actually gets good scores, then I might think about it. But
It just seems such a niche. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Toronto.
There was another
Toronto's
there was
name
another
on it, so
tennis
it's
movie that came out recently too with Colbert? No. The other
Carell.
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell
Yes, Carell.
and Emma. What's her name?
I don't-
Watson?
Mm,
No, not Emma Watson.
Emma
Emma Stone.
Stone. Yes.
I get all the Emmas mixed up.
Yes.
But yes.
Too many Emmas.
I know.
Roberts and the Stone.
Stone and Watson. Yeah.
Stop
But
it. Stop having Emma babies.
That one looked really good and it got really high scores. It was supposed to be the Billie Jean King.
Mhm, mhm,
Oh,
mhm.
okay.
You know.
Yeah,
movie
I'm not
where she defeats a guy in
Oh, that's
tennis.
awesome.
Like-
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Surprise,
Cool.
surprise.
Yeah. That was a big match.
Yeah.
Anyways, so keep an eye out for those. Watch those if you got the time. And let's move on to the next slide, please. So we're just going to be talking a little bit about what each of us were watching this week. Just a little tiny bit.
Do we watch movies?
I think we watch some movies and
Sometimes.
television shows. I will say that I've been watching The Mythbusters.
Like old school
The
Mythbusters.
old school, yeah. I'm watching the Adam Savage Mythbusters.
The only one that matters.
And Jamie Heineman.
I haven't seen the new one, so I don't know what it's like.
I haven't either. And
It's
I,
a very different dynamic.
yeah, it's two new guys.
Yeah, two new guys, and they get along.
What?
So
And they get along.
that's the hardest part.
I
What's
know,
the- yeah.
right?
Well, the fun thing is
Unless
like
they hate each other. I don't want to.
yeah, apparently Jamie
There's gotta be a
and
line like.
apparently Jimmy and Adam on the show they do well together, but outside of the show, I guess they're not very good friends. I don't even know that they really like each other, but they respect each other enough to have done this show.
Yeah.
And I grew up watching MythBusters.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
I'm going back and watching all the old Discovery Channel shows. I'm realizing because I've been watching like Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs. I've been watching MythBusters. What else was I looking at recently? It's like I just want to watch. Man vs. Wild. With Bear Grylls. I love
Bear
it.
Grylls.
Aliens.
I did not watch that. That is not that is not an old school Discovery.
Aliens. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
No, a little more old
So, yeah.
school than
I'm
that.
still watching the new X-Files, and I'm really enjoying it. I have to say,
Okay.
like the first half of this season was not that great, and now the second half is
kicking
like way better.
Yeah.
It's getting so much
I
better.
What else
feel
did
like
you
that's
watch
what I
this
remember
week?
from X Files though.
Huh?
That's just what I remember from X
Yeah,
Files.
yeah.
It
It
really
has
was hit or miss.
It has good and bad. I watched Power Rangers, the newest movie, and I thought it was okay. I
Can we
didn't think
not-
it was wonderful. I didn't think it
Can we
was
talk
terrible.
about that ending? Can we talk about that
Yeah,
ending?
it was-
You live in a whole city full of people who can swim all the time,
Right.
And a lifeguard literally on your team,
Right.
and how you just, I can't save him. He's been in the water too long.
Yeah.
You're a lifeguard. Fucking
Yeah.
save him.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yeah, there's a lot of plot holes, a lot of things that were wrong with it. I feel like the ending was very like, that was it.
Yeah.
That's it. They're done. Like it's over.
I thought the acting was anticlimactic
it was
too.
kind of
They were not
subpar.
very excited to be
Yeah.
in the
It's hit or
giant
miss.
robots.
Yeah.
I did like the first half though. I kind of like the building of their relationships.
I like-
and they
Yeah.
didn't do a bad job with
It
that.
definitely had that cheese factor that was like part of the original show. I mean, it was really, really bad. Like,
The show was way more awful than
Trying
this.
my
to,
gosh.
yeah, yes, trying to capture that. Like,
I don't know if you guys
ridiculousness.
noticed that in the end when they had like the crowds.
Oh yeah.
They had the
original Tommy-
the original,
or not,
yeah,
yeah.
2 or 3 of the original Power Rangers from
Were in
that
there.
show, and from the American show, and they had Kimberly, Jason, maybe Tommy, or was it Jason or Tommy? I don't remember.
course it was
It was
Jason.
probably Jason.
Yeah.
But I was like Kimberly because I love her.
Hashtag my
from-
first crush. It's like
Yeah, and she's so good in Felicity, the show Felicity. I
Oh
love her.
yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't there one that like killed his roommate recently?
oh yeah,
Probably.
there was.
It what?
Yeah.
Did he Mighty Morphin him? Holy shit!
Straight up.
Yeah.
He took
It's
one of the swords
Rage.
that he had. Yeah.
No, he
Shut
didn't.
up.
Yeah, he took one of the swords. It was like a stabbing or something like that, and he stabbed his roommate.
It's not been good to a lot of the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It really
So
hasn't.
great.
Like,
Yeah.
you need to respect me more. I was
Yeah. I was a Power Ranger.
That's all they want. They want.
Yeah.
Remote.
They just want respect.
I thought I'd like Rita Repulsa more. I really thought she was.
I thought she was awful.
Were her boobs pointy at least?
They were kind of pointy.
They
you know-
they were directional at least.
I-
They were-
Okay.
they were
honestly,
swirls.
I mean, I don't know what more we can expect though from a Power Rangers movie because the show was so kooky and cheesy and just
Yeah.
You
terrible.
know what though? Honestly,
So it's like,
if
I
they
mean,
would
this
have
is
kept,
fine. It was fine for what it was trying to accomplish. I think it accomplished it.
I honestly think if
You
they
know?
would have focused more on the relationships like they did in the first half, I think this movie could have been better.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll
Yeah,
agree with that.
It's hard to like hate the film,
Yeah.
but it's not like the most amazing film to ever exist.
No,
Yeah.
no, and
Yeah.
it
I think
definitely
it sits
has
at like
that
a
nostalgia factor.
44%
Yeah, it's
on
bad.
Rotten.
Yeah.
So it's doing not well.
Dang.
It's just
Yeah.
it's a very forgettable, mediocre,
Yeah.
high budget film.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're in the Transformers era with
Yeah.
giant Power Rangers and what's the movie that Pacific Rims and
Oh, yeah,
all
Pacific
that
Rim and-
jazz.
Pacific Rim.
It's like,
What are
didn't
you
like
watching
the
this
second
week?
one, man.
I did actually see the new Pacific Rim.
Oh, you did.
And we also did we went to Flicks and we did a drinking game as well.
Oh,
'Cause
nice.
It was every time they named what one of the robots was, we took a drink and we were 3 drinks in.
Yeah, it's literally too late because that whole movie is nothing but a festival of how many toys can we sell? Like right now, how many toys can we make and sell?
Oh yeah.
That's all it was.
Action figures. And then I think. Okay, no, I'm thinking of something else. What I was watching, what I finished, is Neo Yokio, and it is the best anime ever created.
Ever created?
I can't.
It has love and culture and
Giant Toblerones.
Giant Toblerones. Yeah, this is the new Netflix original. Not even new. It's been out for 6 months, maybe.
Yeah, it's been out for a while. It's starring the ever-acclaimed voice actor Jaden
Jaden
Smith.
Y'all know his work is
Honestly,
just
he's
astounding.
not bad because Jessica and I watched a little bit of this too, and he wasn't bad.
We're not like we didn't hate it.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone thinks they're gonna hate it because the animation,
Right?
And Jaden Smith.
Yeah,
It's really hard
well,
for me
because
to
have
get
you guys
past those
seen
2
After
points.
Earth? Oh my
Oh,
No,
gosh.
I haven't.
That is like one of the
M. Night
worst
Shyamalan's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
one of the
him.
worst
It's
movies
just him.
ever made.
Like bouncing
I
around is like,
will say.
I miss my dad. I'm gonna go survive somehow.
Big Willie got you.
Oh, Dad, tell me what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
Take a knee.
Ugh.
But Neo Yokio's cute. I kind of.
It's really weird, and I kind of like that.
The writing is like so different from any anime. Like, there's this one line that gets me every time, and it's like this teacher, and he just says, "What are you doing after this? Do you want to get high and have a fashion show?"
Oh wow. Okay.
Like, yes, that's all I've ever wanted.
I'm more curious to see more anime being made in the U.S. just because like our subjects are a little weirder, and we outright say we're doing certain things instead of like where anime is just kind of like it's kind of hides away. Like Japanese animes will be like, yeah, we're just gonna do some heroin or some coke, but we're not gonna say that. We're just gonna show some coke and some heroin. That'll be as close as we get there.
Show, don't tell.
Mysterious.
Yeah.
What would you compare Neo Yokio to? If like you had to
Another
compare it to
anime, if
another,
you had to.
or even show in general.
It is really, I think that's why I like it, because it's like
Unique.
not
Like
comparable.
anything else?
there is, because it's also about vanquishing demons. So I guess like any
Every-
other anime.
Every anime.
But then it has this whole like high society, like,
Yeah.
very
JoJo.
passive aggressive.
It's
It is.
very JoJo.
Kinda.
Oh, I haven't seen JoJo, so I can't compare it to JoJo.
Oh,
Fashion
what?
model fighting psychic vampires.
I need that.
Yeah. No. Like
That actually sounds
the
really
best
good.
subscription
I have
of
to
JoJo.
say.
wait, is it really?
Yeah,
that sounds
pretty much.
exactly
Well,
like
no.
Neo Yokio.
High school delinquents, but they dress like fashion models.
They're all fashion
They pose
models.
Like this.
They all
Ah.
pose
The
Pose-
amazingly.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I've seen the poses.
Oh my gosh. And it's like no, like
Sounds
JoJo
great.
is like just beautiful people fighting monsters, and that's what it is, and saying really
You know
weird,
what?
stupid
I'm
shit.
okay with that.
Sounds like Neo Yokio to me.
That's like if Heathers was turned into an anime. So,
I'm
I'm good
Heathers
with
would be
that.
interesting as a series, like a small little mini series.
Yeah.
I would love to see a musical turn into an anime. Make it happen.
what anime are you watching this week?
My anime was the new episode of Tokyo Ghoul RE. It was Rebirth.
You and I couldn't have watched the like more polar opposite things.
And no,
And I tried to watch Power Rangers because I was like, well, the original show used to be Japanese, so like let's just And
Well,
I
it was all
watched-
Japanese themed
I
on
wanted
this
to
episode.
watch Kiki's Delivery Service, but I could not find it anywhere without having to pay for it.
Find it in
kinda
theaters near you this summer.
yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. It was a good show, a good first episode. I mean, the first two seasons, they follow the same main character, and this one's all about him dealing with the fact that now he has amnesia again. Something new. The anime character with amnesia.
What's going on? How did I get here? Oh God! Yeah, long stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about these people who survive off of eating other people, and then the main character eats other ghouls. So, and they're called
Okay.
ghouls. Yeah,
Got it. Got it. And remind me what a ghoul, or remind the audience what a ghoul is. I already know.
A ghoul is
I mean, it's me.
I
Come on.
don't really know, so you'll have to educate me on
a
this.
ghoul are pretty much just like creatures that have fit into human society and kind of like blended in so much so and eat humans. And this,
So it's a cannibal.
yeah, pretty much a cannibal. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's all focused on they all get these weird, crazy powers from it too.
Ah.
So when you become a ghoul, you get these like weird things that happen to you. You get some crazy, weird tentacle things that come out of your body and just kind of ridiculousness.
So
Other
ghoul
than a zombie.
Cooler than a zombie.
ghouls are not ghosts, which is what I thought they were.
They kind of are. I mean,
Oh,
they're-
okay.
They can't really die. It's really hard to kill them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for making me feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no worries. No worries.
Oh, you're always looking out for me, Bon.
always got your back.
Yeah.
First season's really good. If you want to check it out. Second season's
It's obviously a darker show.
It is a darker show.
Okay.
I love darker shows. I'm an edgelord. Like, I mean, you can tell by
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
I'm an edgelord, bro. Like everything I do is way too cool for like the world.
Oh, okay.
And like sadness and death are like my turn-ons.
Then that plays into the required viewing for this week. I don't know if that's
It does.
next, but
Yeah.
oh, it is next. Look at that. Yeah, this guy's an edgelord for sure. So tell us about the required viewing that we had last week, Bond.
Ooh, so I chose one of my favorite films that I felt like watching again, The Man from Nowhere. It follows a guy who's just trying to live a quiet life after having his family die, and he's just really sad, but the neighbor has a daughter who always comes and visits him, and everyone says to stay away from him, but he's so cool. He's such a nice guy. And she, the mother, ends up being really, really shitty with drugs and
heroin
gets into
addict.
a bunch of trouble, right? Yeah.
Yep, prostituting herself and all kinds of bad stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She gets him with the wrong people.
And then she gets killed, and the daughter gets taken away. Then after that, it's just all about him kicking ass to find out where this little girl is.
Yep.
And seeing that little girl be such a little badass, but it's really just at the wrong place at the wrong time every time. Because there's so many near misses.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's a good film. I love it. Ending is amazing.
What'd you think of it, Jess?
I thought it was pretty good. Decent.
All
It's
right.
not my favorite Korean film.
There's a lot
There are
of really
a lot
good
of
Korean
good
ones.
ones.
Yeah.
But I thought it was decent. And I really like the little girl. She's freaking adorable. And he is really hot. Like there's this one scene where he's standing in the mirror. You guys probably think I'm just like in heat all the time. I'm always talking about how hot
really
everyone
hot,
is.
yeah.
Men and women. I try not to, discriminate that way.
Sexy is
but,
sexy.
You are always in heat.
I
Just-
am. It's just I can't help myself. I'm sorry.
It's summer now. It's
I live with her, so
you
I
guys
can tell
don't
you.
understand like how attracted I am to Asian men. I just
and he literally
them.
just yeah.
Anyway, so he's standing in the mirror in this one scene with his shirt off, and he has like a
He
8
gets
pack,
oh my
12
gosh.
pack.
Yeah.
He's just
Watching this movie felt like I was looking in a mirror. I look just like this guy.
Don't get
How
carried
long has
away
this
there,
been? Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bon. I don't like this movie.
Why?
I wanted to like it. It's one of the highest rated and most lauded, touted. I don't know if touted is a word.
Yes, sure is.
Sure, touted films to come out of Korea as far as like films that you need to watch that are Korean films.
It's a great film.
And
It's been released so far.
This is the second time I've watched it. The first time I didn't like it, and I thought I'd give it another chance because you were giving me another chance.
I'm judging so hard right now.
It's okay. We could still love each other, I promise. I know what it's like to take things personally.
Yeah.
I thought it was just boring.
This isn't like the deepest plot. I'm not going out there to be like this is the best film ever.
Sure. But even on top of that, I didn't even think if we're looking at it just as an action film, I didn't think the choreography was fantastic. Choreography was better than normal for sure. Better than most films, probably.
Yeah, they take some really good techniques. For me, it was like I like the cinematography of it. Some of the shots were really good.
Sure.
Some really good scenes that
I agree with
happen.
that.
But it's like as a collective, it's just a fun film. This isn't like my favorite film, but it's a fun film.
Okay. See, fun just doesn't come to mind when I was watching it. I
don't like dark things either. That's the thing.
Yeah, he has trouble with dark things. I
Well, I will say, for instance, like my favorite Korean film is probably Thirst. It is a dark
Thirst's good.
vampire movie. That was the movie that got me into this like kind of Korean films, if you can think Korean films as a genre.
Yeah.
And so
They are at some
I
point.
actually most Korean films that I've watched are all dark, and I love most of them. I do not like this film though. I'm very sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
I understand. I
Yes.
understand.
I for some reason in my head I kept thinking like this was trying to be John Wicky, even though John Wick came out way later.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
It just has that feel to it.
It kind of he's all dressed up.
Korean
and
John Wick,
He's like a
sure.
badass.
It's like you replace a dog with a lost girl.
Oh yeah, a lost neighbor, and he's also trying to not
Stay away from his past.
Yes, exactly.
Dead family. Like that. There's a lot of things that remind me of that. But the reason why I like this film is mostly because me and my friend want to do a remake of it, and we have a script.
Are you gonna be him?
Is gonna? Oh no. I play the silent bad guy for most part.
Oh, got
Speaks
it.
another
Got
language,
it. You
'cause
can't
he-
even look like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's closer to that look, so I was like, okay, I can actually tweak that a bit.
Please let me see this B-rated, this D-rated film
It'd be
of yours.
so amazing. Coming to some terrible network. Probably here. I'll just release it on here.
Yeah. Color Circuit?
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
You can say Terrible Network. Come to a color circuit near you. Okay, so I'm going to choose the required viewing for next week.
Okay.
And I'm a little bit stuck.
Can we help you? Can you give us some choices and then we can choose?
Sure.
That would be good.
Sure.
We like choices.
I will give you some choice. I'm going to give you one of two choices. I am going to give you either The Fourth Kind.
Okay.
Ooh, I love that movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Good film.
So all of us have seen it, but I guess we would rewatch it, which is
Never
totally
look at
fine.
owls the same ever.
Yeah, it's
No
been such a long
owls.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, that movie really got me into like alien stuff. God, it's so fun.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Underrated, though.
Nobody talks about this as a horror film or even as an alien film.
Because it came out at the same time as.
Did it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So that took star power.
But this movie would, in my head, it's much better.
It was way scarier to me, actually.
Yeah, it was.
And
Like
like
an
it kinda,
horrifying-
yeah, we'll talk about it next week. Yeah,
Next week
let's not
if we
talk about
choose
it
that
now. Yeah, if we choose that. The other one that my friend recommended is Song of the Sea. This came out in 2014. It is. I'm going to give you the little synopsis. An Irish youth discovers that his mute sister is a Selkie who must find her voice and free supernatural creatures from the spell of a Celtic goddess. Now, this movie, I believe, won some awards. And my
It is
friend
a
said it was a
beautiful
very good
film.
animated fantasy film.
Yeah, it's a beautiful film, and it's so. I could watch it like 1,000 times. Like if I
Okay.
dropped
Is
acid.
it a short film or is it
I
a full
would-
film?
It's a full film.
Full film.
If I
Okay.
dropped acid, I would like watch this like 1 billion times. Like, it's amazing.
In a row.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose that one because I used to read a lot of, like just novels and things about Selkies when I was a kid.
Isn't there a new?
It's so weird how
big
that like
fascination.
yeah, it was just like one of my fascinations.
What are the evil mermaids called? Those aren't Selkies.
Those are sirens.
Siren-
Selkies,
oh.
Selkies are like sea lions. They're like humans who turn into like sea lions.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Or seals, I think.
It's
Yeah.
adorable, but also if you think about the folktale, it's so creepy.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've actually been thinking if you ever have me on the show, that was actually going to be my first requirement.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's, yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's got a 99% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
It's so
That's
hard.
high.
It's amazing.
Loved at the Oscars, but didn't hear
It did.
the
But
Oh.
it was, yeah, it has been like it's won a ton of awards, so it's not like it didn't get any accolades.
Yeah.
At least it was nominated for.
I mean,
a
let's
bunch.
be honest. We all know that like anything that is like the Emmys or any of that shit now at this point, I just don't care about. They're just terrible awards to me because they don't acknowledge enough online channels. They don't I just don't trust
they
them.
don't
Well,
acknowledge a
Spielberg
lot of
even said they
things
shouldn't
that they
even
should
be.
be acknowledging for sure.
Yeah.
That's
And there are
why
some
they had
great
the
ones.
Oscar so
the-
white thing.
Yeah.
What does the MPAA stand for? Motion Picture
Association of America.
Association of America. The new lead, their CEO or president, said that Netflix budget is now going to be put into their year annual review for movies or annual like pool of money to because they think that they should be recognized.
Okay.
And I think also that is going to bring up their numbers
Yeah.
because less and less people are going to movies. I think it's like we're in like a 22-year low.
It's really low now because you can literally you have more people watching people play games and anything else now.
wonder if like Movie Pass is gonna change that.
I
at
hope
all.
so. I really do.
Because It's
I don't want a theater
such
to die.
a cheap thing. Like
Yeah.
it's just and going to the movies is like a special experience.
I want
No matter how you slice it, it's
want
just
a
like a
drive-in
fun
theater
thing
again.
to do.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's good
You know?
times.
I miss drive-in theaters really badly. I've only been to one.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Do we have one here?
We don't.
So
Aw.
sometimes they do them like in the summertime in the parks or at UNM.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
There's one in Carlsbad where I grew up.
Carlsbad.
Carlsbad,
So
okay.
6-hour drive, guys. Let's go.
Worth it.
Stay in the
Go
car
to
the
the
whole time.
caverns, then go to a
Guys,
drive-in
let's just all
movie.
pitch on a projector screen.
And they're playing like a terrible
yeah.
movie.
Let's all pitch in on a projector screen. We'll pull up with our cars and we'll play it in
Yeah.
front of my house.
Oh,
That'd be
drive-in
good times.
movies.
That'll be great.
Yes.
All your neighbors will hate us or love us.
So
Depends.
it sounds like you guys want the fourth. No, we'll do Song of the Sea for next week. So let's watch it this week and we'll
Okay.
give it a little talk next
yeah.
week.
I'm probably going to watch both again just because I haven't seen them forever. And those are
They're both good movies.
both good
Yep.
movies.
Both good movies.
I'm just going to watch it alone because again, scary movies. Anything scary for me, I punch things.
Yeah. You stay away. Yeah, we put you in a
Thing
box.
for you to be alone while you punch things, punch the air. Not
What's
me.
going on next? I think we got a little game to play. So every week we do like a last blank standing. This week it is the last Keanu Reeves movie standing. And the way this works is
Again,
that
I'm a dog in heat. He's so hot.
so hot.
Monday.
Yeah. Jessica's been
He's
looking
half
at pictures of
Asian
him.
too. So
Is he? I didn't know that.
yes.
What is he?
I don't know. He might be Japanese.
I'm so curious now.
Interesting. Anyways, one at a time, each of us will choose a movie to eliminate, and the last Keanu Reeves movie standing will be the best Keanu Reeves movie of all time from here on out. And so,
I'm gonna agree with you.
well, you know what? We'll give you last choice if that's the
lot of
case. But before I give you that honor of last decision, have you seen most of these?
I've seen the bottom 3.
The bottom 3? That's
I've
not.
never seen Speed.
No.
What?
I guess
And
that's
I
not
was
too bad.
mistaken. He is not Asian, though he looks it. He is American, British, and Canadian. What the?
He's
That is
Canadian.
not Asian.
That is.
He
What? He doesn't
looks-
look Asian.
He totally looks
I have-
Papa. He looks like he's half something. Yes.
I guess the top left picture a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway.
Back in his Speed
This
days.
would be Samoan.
Yeah. he looks like he'd be a little bit Hawaiian.
Who has seen all of these films?
I
You have?
You have?
I've seen every single one of them.
Did you
I'm
have-
a
Okay.
producer.
I think I've
I've-
seen them all too.
The only one I haven't seen is Bill and Ted, which I'm kind of sad about. But I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
watch
I
it.
can't give you a last honor because you haven't seen them all. So actually, let's just go this way because I
Okay.
feel like.
Oh, that's so hard. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
you go first.
So yeah, you eliminate. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you want to get rid of first?
Which one are you not jazzed about? You
I
can
didn't
choose
really
one.
like Constantine.
No.
That's
Is that
I
a
mean, it's
DC
a-
comic? Is that what we?
It's based off a comic.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's very different from the comic. but
Yeah.
Do you?
Your light
yeah,
is
'cause
on,
do you
by the
read
way.
it? Oh, sorry, light.
I was like, why are you shining that in the spot?
Yeah, you have 5 minutes. You got
5
30
minutes,
seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't judge the top 2, but I love
You're-
John Wick and Matrix. So.
Okay, so you're eliminating Constantine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, to be honest with you.
I'm okay with that too.
Not a bad.
That was a mid-range.
It wasn't my favorite. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not a
gosh.
promise.
If they didn't call it, or if they didn't say it was based off a comic, I would have loved it more.
Yeah. Guys, I'm going to get rid of Bill and Ted because I haven't seen it. So I know that's really wrong and not good, but
I'm
that's
okay
why I
with
do
that
it.
too. I don't think people are gonna go down in time and say what's Keanu's best movie, Bill and Ted. Come on.
No, man.
Some people would.
Yeah.
no.
It just reminds me how old he is, honestly.
I know.
He's an ageless man. These are
He is.
John Wick is his
ageless.
newest film, and he still looks like
The
Bill
same
and Ted.
age.
Yeah.
No, okay, so there's these pictures from like I don't know, it was like a couple years ago they posted it, and there was like this picture from like 1880s or something of like this guy that looked exactly like Keanu Reeves.
That's amazing. I need to
There's
see
all these
1880s.
Conspiracies that he's actually a vampire.
I would believe it.
He's
I would 100%
Constantine.
believe
He's
it.
actually Constantine.
He
For
was
how
in,
nice
he
he
was
is.
in the
From the
Dracula
Matrix.
movie, so I mean,
That's
maybe
true.
he is a vampire.
I'm just realizing here that 3 of these movies, like he can travel in time.
yeah.
Is that right?
No.
Yeah.
So, he's play what you know. That's
yeah.
what he's doing.
Yep.
Play what you know.
Everything. All of these have to do with him moving a shit ton and shooting things at some point.
That's true.
He's always
good
a
at what he
badass.
does. He's typecast.
Yeah.
I have only seen Speed once. I've only seen John Wick
Speed's really
1 and
fun.
2 once,
go.
and I've seen Matrix a couple times. I'm going to get rid of Speed,
Okay.
and I'm going to leave you with some pretty good movies to choose from. To be honest with you,
Matrix and John Wick, those
These
are
aren't-
so good.
both fantastic.
I know.
I don't feel. I'm
If
glad
we're going
that
off
I'm not
just
doing that.
yeah, right. Seriously, off of these 2 movies alone, if we're not counting them to their series, just the movies alone. Oh God, I really like The Matrix because it has so much like nostalgia for me, and it's told us a lot about how people see like
It moved cinema forward.
Yep.
Yeah, that movie was a huge
Yep.
jump for
it's especially
CGI
CGI.
and-
It was the CGI film. Like
Yeah.
that's what you base it off of.
crazy how much that movie did.
Oh yeah, and John Wick has some of the best gunplay and some of the greatest like fight scenes
Oh, it's
that
so
seem really.
good.
It might be one of the best modern
Yeah.
films of
Action
its kind.
movies.
Yeah,
It's
modern
such
genre.
a good action movie.
Yeah,
I love
because
it.
I mean, gung fu is a thing now. Like, and they do it really well in this
Speaking
film.
of, have you seen what did we watch the other day? Free Fire.
No.
It's a movie that takes place inside of a warehouse for like an hour and a half, and it's just free fire. It's just people with guns.
Oh,
shooting at each
wait.
other.
Is it the one where the drug deal goes bad?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It has What's the guy's name?
Has the South African guy? Yeah, Army Hammer's in it. Yes.
It has Brie Larson in
Brie
it.
Larson.
Yeah, good cast.
Oh,
It wasn't
cast.
it wasn't amazing, but
No,
it
but
was it was fun. Yeah.
If you
It's a
just
super
want a
fun
fun
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, The Matrix or John. Let's. What's the last movie standing,
We're
Bond?
gonna ignore that. Okay.
Nope.
Shit.
I'm gonna give you 10 seconds because I know you.
The Matrix.
Yeah.
The Matrix is the last movie standing.
Yeah.
Shit, you don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want me to count down? That was a quick.
I agree with you. Even
I agree.
though I do love John Wick, like I maybe would put it second because it's really good.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, for the last couple of years, Jess and I. That's like our the New Year's Eve tradition is to watch John Wick. And last year we watched John Wick too.
and
These are good movies.
last year we went to one of the places in New York in Central Park where they're like
Where
They
shot.
filmed
running like a chase scene.
Yeah.
in John Wick 2.
Yeah, we were like, oh yeah.
We just
God, we're
happened
here.
upon it too. We didn't even mean to be there.
I know.
So cool.
I would do that.
Yeah.
I think when I go to New York this time, I'm gonna try and pick a movie and then go to all the movie locations that are there.
That
That'd be
would
fun.
be awesome.
Yeah. Very cool. All right, The Matrix is the last Keanu movie, the best Keanu Reeves movies of all time, one might
Sure.
say.
It's.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Everyone
we
would
take
say.
all the movies,
I think most
together-
people would say.
Yeah.
Honestly. And it has my other favorite guy, Lawrence Fishburne. God, he's so wonderful.
He is awesome. You and I were looking at Keanu Reeves' IMDb yesterday. So
many weird ones.
Yeah, he's been around forever. He's done a ton of awful movies with awful movie titles.
He is the king of being in movies with people who are about to get famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll always be watching like HBO, and you're like, "What is this random movie?" And then
Yeah.
you just
And
see
it's
Keanu
him.
Reeves.
Like, what the fuck?
It's like
He's in everything.
he's sort of like Nick Cage in that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
he has a lot of really good movies, but he also has a lot of like not really good movies.
Nobody even talks about his bad movies either.
But
But
though.
he like
I know.
puts his best into everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
you can't
does,
blame
yeah.
him. You
And
literally
he's a
can't blame him.
genuinely
Yeah.
nice dude. Have you guys seen all the videos of him just like being a nice person?
Warming everyone's hearts
Yeah,
forever.
he's the best.
Love the
Yeah.
Reeves.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he's the
Yeah,
best.
I'm a Reaver, one might say. Yeah.
Not on my damn ship.
That's funny.
All right, so I think we're in our last segment, guys,
We
which is
are.
watching some
Trailers.
trailers. So
I
we're
love
going to watch a
trailers.
handful here, and the game here is either watch, rent, or skip.
Yeah.
Are we all caught up?
Yes.
Cool. Let's
Skip.
do it. The first one is The Man Who Killed Don Quixote.
Oh, Adam Driver, huh?
Oh, Adam Driver, I love you. Que je suis
Is this in
seulement
French?
mon nom est de
Yeah.
Okay. Je n'ai pas post mon.
It's definitely in French.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God!
Okay.
There's your edgelord.
Oh my gosh, this is like the original nihilist motherfucker right here.
Don't move. Just lie still.
I see the love light in your eyes.
Don Quixote de la Mancha. Come to restore the lost age of chivalry. Well, I wrote that. Blasphemer! A hand of our God in heaven wrote me. Can I read? The peasant like you cannot read. I will sound the words. And you can look at the pictures. This is Don Quixote.
This is going to be fun.
He's a savage. He's insane.
I am so for this.
What?
Wow.
Whoa,
Okay.
dude.
So, what's happening with this movie? Well, pre-production for the
Terry
film.
Gilliam.
Pre-production for this film began in 1998. This film is vintage. It is not even. It is not.
What
it
is
has
this?
not come out until now. It had a budget of 32 million.
What?
Shooting began in 2000, and here we stand. So, did anybody read Don Quixote? It's based off an
Yes,
old book.
I think I did when
There
I
are a
was
couple people
a
that have
kid,
read
but I
it.
don't remember.
From what I can remember,
It's way too long
what
ago.
I read yesterday on Wikipedia, is that it is about a man reading about chivalry and then going out and trying to become more chivalrous.
Yes.
Is that right? Does that sound pretty fair?
In a nutshell.
right.
Legitimately thinks that he is like an old Spanish conquistador.
And he thinks he's
Yeah.
a Spanish
And
conquistador.
he fights a
Okay.
windmill.
And he fights a windmill.
thinks it's a dragon.
Yay! It sounds super funny.
Version of it is great.
There's a musical of it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Man in the Mancha. Okay.
There's no way I'll ever do that show. It makes me so sad. I don't have that voice.
This looks super funny. It looks like not all the jokes landed, I don't think, for the trailer, but I don't know. Well, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to watch this? The fact that this movie took 20 years to make is very interesting.
It's
really
intriguing to me. I think I'll rent, maybe.
Yeah, a rent. I wouldn't mind going to the theaters. I mean, Adam Driver's I think 20 years old, so it started when he was a baby.
So ridiculous. Yeah.
He's got to be like 30.
Adam Driver's vintage for sure.
He's like 30.
He has to be in his 30s.
He's 30.
Yeah, okay.
He's
fine.
like my age, probably.
All right.
Yeah.
We're all in the same age range, I think.
Yeah.
Adam Driver.
He's got to be 30.
How much am I bleeding right now?
You're fine.
Is my face bleeding?
No, your face is not bleeding. You're okay.
Stop picking at yourself.
I know. I didn't realize I'd do
Don't
that.
do that.
So I'm gonna say watch. Even though most of my watches end up turning into rents, and my rents turning into skips, but
Yeah.
I'll keep it a solid rent.
Yep.
solid
I'll
rent.
rent.
I'll
Yeah.
rent.
Okay, fine. I'll
Just
be at the
'cause I'm
theaters by
intrigued.
myself.
Very intrigued.
All right, our next trailer is Night School. New Kevin Hart
Oh,
film.
Kevin Hart.
A lot of Kevin Hart, looks like.
This is the grill for you. I call it the Obama. Como te llamas? Me llamo the Pitbull. I call this the big black machine.
Ha!
You're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Oh my god. Do you smell gas?
A little bit. Came out, but I was nervous. That's just a quick
Okay.
one.
Oh no, that's
I got 13-degree burns on my ass.
You're the best salesman I've ever seen. I can see you being a stockbroker like me.
Can't you give me a job?
I wish I could. My bosses won't let me hire a dropout.
Look at Mark Zuckerberg.
He dropped out of Harvard. You dropped out of Piedmont High.
I was a couple credits shy of graduating. I gotta get my GED. I'm the principal of this school. I can do whatever I want. You're in my house. You using a black voice? No, I don't hear color.
All right, let's do some introductions. My name is Carrie. I'm here to make a little extra cash so that I can afford this warrant that I got. But that's none of y'all business. Welcome to night school.
This book is kind of thick. I thought it'd be more like a leaflet.
If you're not gonna do the work, drop the class.
No, I'm gonna do the work. You'll see.
We'll see.
Yes, we will.
Great.
Superb.
Excellent.
Good. I've been waiting on the Lord to bring me
Christian chicken.
Gonna get your chicken from the Lord.
Oh man.
That's totally.
Oh,
you guys
so
know
perfectly
that's totally a poke at
Oh, yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Christian chicken.
Oh, you're right. That's a
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A joke.
Are you trying to get your GED?
Yes.
You can get out my way, bitch. My suspicions were correct. Boom. You're clinically dumb. There is no cure for what you have. Oh my God. I got learning herpes? I got the gift that keep on giving? Boy. You got a black voice thing with him?
It's not a black voice, not a black voice.
You don't remember when you was in that meeting, you was like, we gonna get it lit up in here, this meeting lit.
It was very lit.
I keep it 100.
When have I ever not kept it 100?
That's
Yes.
good. Oh man,
That
Great.
looks silly.
I'm glad
It looks
they ended
so
it with that joke.
silly, you
Yeah.
guys. I'm gonna rent that.
when does Kevin Hart not
sorry.
do a silly movie? It's like once a year.
He's so
a
silly.
big blockbuster
Did you guys
silly
see the
film.
one he did
It's
with,
gotta have one.
with Will Ferrell?
No,
Isn't
Isn't that
no.
Ride Along or something?
Yeah, no, that's the one with The Rock. I wanted to see that one too.
Oh, I think I did.
Oh man.
The one with Will Ferrell. I forget what it's called,
Are
but
they like both cops or something?
yeah, I think so. Oh my God, it was so
That one was pretty sick.
silly.
Wait, wasn't the other guys? Will Ferrell's also a buddy cop.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Damn, Will
what
Ferrell's
the
a lot of
one
buddy cops.
was,
All I
but
remember was
I'm
that
looking
Kevin
it up.
Smith released whatever his film was, and that one they fought. Like those two movies fought for a while. Like apparently, like the big thing between those two was that they.
I'm gonna help you out.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I've been like talking upwards for an hour.
I don't know. I'm just used to it. Oh, I also was going like this. before,
got it,
so
got it.
That's the thing. But yeah, I'm really curious about the two films.
Get Hard.
Get Hard.
Get Hard.
Get Hard.
So was it good?
2015. It was really fun. You know what? It was silly, but I liked it.
I think their comedy like bounces off.
Yeah, because they're just so.
Kevin Hart seems to get along
silly.
with everybody.
Yeah,
apparently,
yeah.
'cause
Kevin Hart.
Yes.
I get annoyed with him after a while, like just watching his stand up.
Yeah.
It's too much.
New or old stand
He's
up?
very full of himself. He knows he's good. and I
Yeah,
hate
there's
that.
there's just a little too much
little,
sometimes.
He's a little guy. And it gets
Yeah.
annoying.
I've been following his career for a while. I met him actually.
What?
At a stand-up show.
Oh.
I headlined for him. No, I'm just kidding. He opened up for me now. This is before I started doing stand-up, but yeah, he was one of like my early I really looked up to him. He was awesome. I really like his early stand-up. But later on, he started doing these huge stadium shows, and I just didn't enjoy it as much. But you're right. He is like 4'0". He is so tiny.
And they always put him next to giants. Like
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They make him look even smaller.
He does this like rapper persona called what is it called?
Chocolate Droppa.
Chocolate
My
Droppa?
god.
Oh my god! You guys have to watch this.
Yeah, he has a
videos.
whole separate rapper persona. They need to make a movie out of Chocolate Droppa.
God, it's so funny.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. YouTube that
That is my
when you
favorite
get
thing
home.
from Kevin Hart is Chocolate Droppa.
So I'm going to settle on probably Skip if I'm being realistic.
Okay. Yeah. I think I think it looks fun.
It could be
So
fun. Yeah,
it's
I
silly.
totally
Could be
agree.
fun, yeah.
So,
I like those the white men doing the black joke voice thing. That was fun.
I'm probably gonna skip it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just honestly, there's just a
There's
lot.
Be
There's
of
honest in your
good things to
hearts,
watch.
guys. Be honest in your hearts.
I think, to be honest, I'll skip it because when does it come out?
I don't know.
It's eventually.
Yeah.
I think is what it said.
Yeah.
Very
I
soon.
know.
I don't know. We'll see. Well, it's a possible right.
It's a summer
Yeah.
film.
It does
so
look
that's the thing.
summery. Yeah.
Yep.
Like summer films are really hit or miss because I'm gonna be
Everything
out.
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's cons and things and all the life to live.
True.
And our last trailer for the night: How to Talk to Girls at Parties.
Let's get laid.
Oh my god, are they like the Sex Pistols?
I don't know, but this is so fucking random.
This is the best thing.
Whoa.
Short for Henry.
I'm Zen. Do more punk to me.
Oh my god.
What do your people do when it's
A lot of latex.
Do what we want.
have you no restrictions?
This is unprecedented. We've got to get out of here.
What is happening?
This is
What?
the best thing.
Was the future.
Come with you to the punk. 48 hours.
What are you bringing her in for?
I slept at his house and met his mom. Sorry, love. It's my first time at this. It's taking longer than I expected. And we engaged in complete sexual activity.
What?
I bet they participate in some bizarre sex rituals. How do you know that?
I just don't see it happening.
You have less than 24 hours to rectify the situation.
You're in extreme danger. We have to leave now.
Feel alive. Feel open.
Sam needs hope. We'll need backup.
You think you can just swallow us up? Rise up, my children!
That's freaking Nicole Kidman. Holy
What
shit.
the fuck is going on?
We like to eat, we like to dance, we like to fall in love. And we try and fix what our parents screwed up. Are you lot with me?
This is bonkers.
I love it.
Everything I've ever wanted in a movie.
Coming soon.
Very, very
The answer is
strange.
yes.
Let me give you guys the one
The one line.
one sentence synopsis. In 1970s London, a teenage boy who was into punk music gets involved with a tourist who wants to escape from her tour group and explore the dangerous suburb of Croydon. It sits at a 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. There's no critical consensus, so that doesn't. What it means is that there's not enough critics to have given it a final score, even though the score eventually moves around.
Yeah.
But it is not doing very well. Metacritic at 44%. It is a Neil Gaiman short story. I'm not a Neil Gaiman fan. You seem like you are. Go ahead and take it away.
Everything that he makes is amazing.
It's a win.
It's so the movie's short. Or
No, I believe it's. I think this movie's based off of a short story.
Stories.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is going to be really weird because he writes like he's written things like Sandman. He's done a lot of.
I hate
like,
Sandman.
Why? How could you hate Sandman?
I thought it was bad.
I can't even hear such.
Yeah,
such
he's a bad person. I get it.
Terrible. Yeah, the worst person.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I know I'm the only person that does not like Sandman. I'm okay with it though.
He's also doing like American Gods and things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I do want to read that. It sounds interesting.
And,
it's a great
and
book.
there was a show, right? American Gods.
Yeah.
that came
Still
out.
going.
It's still going.
Right? Still
And it
going?
has
I think
Gillian Anderson in it, which I'm really excited to see.
Yeah.
But
She plays a really good character.
I know like his older movies, like what were they called that were made in like the 90s, 80s, 90s.
Oh, I can't even remember
They were
anymore.
so weird. And they were trying to be kind of like Pan's Labyrinth, I feel like.
Super experimental. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, that's his thing.
Do you guys know how much
Cool.
like he's how much his voice is represented in the films or
The adaptations?
Yeah.
He usually works really
is he a
close with
part?
them.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. If they
Because he's
people are just
very
taking it
experimental because he chooses experimental types. I mean, that trailer is a great example. Like, if this movie is going to be anything like his regular work.
I see.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be weird.
Yeah.
It definitely looked great. so.
I don't know. God, I don't know.
I like Elle Fanning. I think she's great.
Yeah.
I think she's great too.
And Nicole Kidman's awesome.
It's gonna be weird seeing her
Oh.
inside there.
I'm a big fan of like just the whole like beginnings of punk music, and I really think that that's like
Man,
just a cool concept.
Punk is every rebellious kid ever, man.
Right.
Like, how can you go wrong with that?
Yeah, and
Really
I
curious.
to get out of the house, I would go to punk shows when I was a kid, and so like I just feel like I kind of identify with that in a way. So yeah, maybe
You are
maybe
Elle
I'll
Fanning.
maybe I'll give it a rent. You know?
I'll give it a rent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll rent it with you guys.
God, that's a lot. I'm gonna watch
You're
that.
going to the
so I'm
theaters?
gonna buy it.
Yeah. And then you're gonna buy.
You're
more
already sure
copies
that you
to give
love
people.
this
I
film.
already know I'm gonna love this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I believe you. And that is Screen Source for this week, episode 27. Is that right, Jess?
That's correct.
Episode 27. We've been doing this for a while
Been doing
now.
this for a long time.
And
It doesn't feel like it, but yes.
Yes, please stay tuned.
Almost a year.
We're live every day pretty much on twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live, where we do more games and film talk and comedy stuff. And we usually upload every Sunday some sort of Screen Source episode and or a trailer reaction, a movie review. Actually, make sure to go check out our movie review of Isle of Dogs, which we are going to film right now.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to talk about this with you guys. It was a very fun movie, but you'll see where we stand on that.
Yeah.
Signing off, I've been Dylan.
I've been Jessica.
I've been Madison.
I've been Vaughn.
Very good. And thank you guys for coming along for the ride.
Yay.
Appreciate it, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Bye. Such a good